Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, and Odegaard trio has been commended by Mikel Arteta, and he has gonna obviously hint on how they can get better and better and better. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. He has also gonna obviously talk about the game of Wolverhampton Wanderers and how he's obviously going to really deal with the low block of Wolverhampton Wanderers. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're already watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And it's always nice to be having you in here, and endeavor to keep it Rokani Media Football. It's the Arsenal News Show, strictly talking Arsenal. And we've just gonna obviously put up the match preview. You can guys will and watch it as you've smashed the like button close to 200 times. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because this is the 1st of December and we want to hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of this year. So let's make it a point that by the 1st of January 2024 we will be having 20,000 subscribers in there for you. So let's obviously start it off with what Arteta really had to say on the midfield trio of Havertz, Odegaard and Rice. He said, well, I think time will help, and the more minutes that they play together, the chemistry will get better and better as well. But we have many options with different qualities. We played as well with two players not as offensive as the three that we are talking about right now, and it depends as well on the opponent, game state, and what you are trying to do. Now, when you look at this trio, Declan Rice and Odegaard plus Kai Havertz, only one player has been at Arsenal last season, that is Kai Havertz, and Arteta is trying to build a new midfield of Kai Havertz and Rice, who are the new entrants at the side of Arsenal. And as that continues to go on, nothing has gone ahead to obviously stop these three from obviously fighting for their space, though there is a lot of competition in there for you. Last season, Arsenal's midfield trio had Thomas Partey, Odegaard, and Granit Xhaka. Xhaka was sold to Bayern Leverkusen, but the likes of Thomas Partey and Odegaard are really here. But we also to it that at the beginning of the season, Arteta made a very different change, and the change was all about playing Declan Rice, Kai Havertz and Odegaard in the midfield, and Thomas Partey was being tried out as an inverted right back. So that shows you that however much these players really came in early, Kai Havertz and Declan Rice, the chemistry formation is really in the process. And I think it has not even reached 50%, because you used to eat that they are still trying to know each other. But Xhaka, Odegaard, Thomas Partey, having had a lot of time together, they reached an extent when they could really complement each other very well. And I believe Arsenal will obviously be too fluid if at all these three players really get to know more and more and more of themselves. And that's the ideal midfield three of Arteta. From the preseason, it was very clear. At the beginning of the season, it was very clear that his midfield three is Kai Havertz, Odegaard, and Declan Rice. And if at all you are not appreciating what these people are really doing to the side of Arsenal and what they're really adding, then football is not meant for you, because Kai Havertz so far has 3 goals and I think 1 assist. But one of those goals came in through when Arsenal best needed it. Meaning that if Arsenal never had a player like Kai Havertz, maybe they would have gone ahead to drop 2 points. But Kai Havertz gets Arsenal 3 points that took them on the top of the Premier League table after that goal against Brentford. So that's why I tell you that the player needs to be given his flowers. So it shows you that when these three really connect, you know, I think it will obviously be one of the best formations that will be competing for the best midfield duos, all trios into the world. But for Declan Rice, looks like he's going to hate to make his mark at Arsenal. But Kai Havertz now connecting up with him and knowing exactly his movements. Because in the game of football, when you know the movement of a player, you just read him like a book. You just get to know that now, when he does this, he needs the pass here. When he's in very many players, he's not comfortable with the ball, but I can read it to take an extra touch. And when I make an extra touch, I know who I've gone ahead to make a movement for me to obviously release him. So that's what makes it very, very important. And that trio has been acknowledged by Mikel Arteta. Then he was asked about what to expect from Wolves. He said they have a lot of quality. It's not a coincidence what they are doing. They perform really well, especially against the top sides. That speaks highly about the quality of the coaching staff, what Gary is doing, the way they prepare and control opponents, especially when they play at home. We are going to have to try to break them down tomorrow. So, Wolverhampton Wanderers against big sides, especially their side, meaning the Molineux, they've gone ahead to obviously beat Man City, Tottenham Hotspur. But away from home, they've not been performing very well. And the team they went ahead to play first was Man United. And United beat them by 1-0 in a game that would have gone ahead to end in the favor of Wolverhampton Wanderers. Sorry about that. Because they were really denied the penalty and they had very many chances that really never crossed the line. So it's really important that these two are really these two teams are really concerned. Mikel Arteta is concerned about Wolverhampton Wanderers because of their quality. The fact is, the players at Wolverhampton Wanderers are of pure quality. For example, Pedro Neto, Lamina, Nuri, Huang, Cunha. So they are having players of quality that can hurt any team that they do face. And I would love to watch this game tomorrow, and I think it's going to be a very good game. Though they're going to play low block, but they'll open up. And obviously, Arsenal will try to see to it that really get in spaces through to see that they obviously threaten this team and really take it to where it deserves to be. So Arteta is really having a master plan to see to it that he obviously gets to where he wants to go as a team. Now, he has been asked on how he's going to approach the side that really plays a low block, and it's all about Wolverhampton Wanderers because they play with a 3-5-2 system. That means they're playing with 5 defenders because 3 central defenders and 2 wing backs. Arteta said, giving players tools, ideas, and understanding what we have to do with the game. We have to play. As I mentioned before, it's about the efficiency in the last part of the park that dictates the outcome of the game. The other night, we were very efficient in that. So, I'm one of those people who have been really questioning the chances that Arsenal create for their number 9s. And Mikel Arteta is obviously talking about it, that how efficient we are into the final part of the field. And he's really right, because if you really know how efficiency wins games, ask what's the guy? Ask RC Lens. Ask Everton when it was taking on Man United. And very many others, because efficiency, all being efficient, means that out of 4 chances, you score 3. Arsenal, when they are playing RC Lens, out of the 8 shots that were on target, 6 of those cross the line. And if Arsenal are to take that form into the game of Wolverhampton Wanderers, that for every 3 chances they create, 2 obviously cross the line of the opponent, then they can easily put the number of goals they want against Wolverhampton Wanderers, because they are going to be playing at the Emirates. And when you're playing at the Emirates, you are having a lot of people behind you. The rocking crowd cheering to the players is really important. So I would have to let you know that things are always good for Arsenal, and they're obviously going to really break that low block. Lastly, Arteta on managing the challenge of 3 games in a week. Talking of 3 games, Arsenal played on the weekend against Brentford. Then in the midweek they played against RC Lens, and today, I think it's doing in my country. On Saturday, they're going to play Wolverhampton Wanderers. That means in 7 days they've gone ahead to play 3 games. So he has gone ahead to say that's the beauty of it. We wanted to be in that position. We are playing in big games every 3 days, and the squad is ready. The players are hungry to play every single game. They are disappointed when we have to rest them to manage minutes. That's a really good sign. Talking about resting them to have minutes, Saka Bukayo is one of those who came in through when he was asked after the game that, did you feel good when you were taken off? He said, I was taken off and I felt bad. So that's what Mikel Arteta is talking about, that you take off a player and the player really feels bad that he was not supposed to be taken off. And it's really good that the players really want to obviously get their chance and really take it. And maybe Saka thought that a hat-trick was not far away from him scoring. That's why he felt like they wouldn't have gone ahead to take me off. But the other point I was going to talk about is that it's good to be playing 3 games because you're playing in the most celebrated club football tournament, that is the Champions League, and no one can obviously stop you from really being there if at all you work up on that side. That's why Arsenal are really recruiting players left, right, and center to see that they really have a very huge squad. Rested those that had to rest, and those that had to play 90 minutes, we are covered on the field of play. And Arteta is ready to obviously name his starting 11 that is really fit against Wolverhampton Wanderers today. So guys, your thoughts onto Arteta acknowledging the trio of Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, and Odegaard are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about what I said about unpacking the bus and the number of games that are really accumulating that Arsenal are really playing in a week? So may the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. Don't forget to subscribe. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. The Christians, may the living to God bless you abundantly, and we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. See you later. I think like 2-3 hours from now, we are gonna be back.